You know, I was at the Essence Black Women in Hollywood event in 2013 when you began to tell your truth. When you stood up there when you were receiving an award and you were like, yeah, I haven't always been the nicest person. I haven't always been rooting for my fellow actresses. And that was in 2013. And so tell me about that journey. Like, what made you get to that point in 2013? And then why have you decided to keep traveling along that path? Because so many people, you know, you became overnight, like Oprah was like, I must have you on my show. You know what I mean? Everyone was talking about that. And that was a really revolutionary thing you did, because no one was standing up and telling the truth about anything back then. You know, people would receive awards and just say, thank you, everyone. I thank God. I thank my mother, and I love everybody. And you were like, yeah, here's the truth. So let's talk a little bit about that journey from 2013 to now.
I've just been on a journey of like a personal evolution, and again, like the more therapy I have, and the more I travel the world, and the more I seek out answers to, you know, life's big questions, it always comes back to truth, honesty, radical transparency is it leads to your personal freedom and salvation. We can't have change if no one's willing to tell the truth. And especially at those, at those events where you get, awards and everyone, it's all just like, gee golly willikers and moon, stars, rainbow. And like, I know y'all, just like y'all know me.
Right.
And I know, and we all know what we're saying is a bunch of horse shit. So why don't, for once, in this room full of black women, when we say we're all rooting for each other, let's really root for each other, even in our messy truths.
Yes.
Not just when the race is over and, it's easy to celebrate a winner, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's more human to celebrate us, when we are at our lowest, when we are at our most messy and complex and complicated, because that's what makes us human. And as black women, we are tasked with being trauma mules for any and everyone. And they want to put that strong black woman cape on us, because we wear it so well, and we've worn it well for 400 centuries and beyond. But I'm saying there's other ways to be strong, and we can be vulnerable and be at our strongest.
Yes.
We can be completely transparent and be unstoppable. And if we all embrace this and we're just honest, whatever that honesty and truth looks like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because we have this community. So I'm going to go for it. See what happens. Can't get any worse. You know what I mean? We're black actresses. Like we're,
right.
You know what I mean? And certainly at that time, there wasn't as much opportunity. So it's not like we were going to sink any lower for telling the truth. You know what I mean? So I thought, let me just tell the truth and shame the devil. And the reaction from that and moving forward has been like, it never occurred to me to just be honest in public. And I'm like, we all have these jobs that, put a spotlight on us, but we're human beings. We all go through shit. We all have, our things, you know what I mean, that we want to keep hidden, our quote unquote weaknesses that we feel like if we expose those, then we're just putting a big old target on our back and providing ammunition to the opposition trying to take us out. The reality is, the more you try to hide those, the more you try to conceal those or straight out lie about those challenges that we all have, you just breed isolation and you're basically poisoning yourself. So the more we practice radical transparency, the more we build community, the more we see each other, acknowledge each other, the more we share resources and information. Rising tides rise all ships. Yeah. So hopefully this rising tide of radical transparency, spreads.